Today you are about to learn the ways to clean your image, and after this video, you will have a great reputation. Let's first unlock our brain with some brainstorming questions. Think of a powerful person from past.
Yes.
Awesome! Now here's a challenge for you. Can you think of mistakes he or she made?
No.
Have you ever wondered why powerful people have such clean image? How they never make mistakes? Stop thinking they are not perfect. They too make mistakes. Just the difference is they know how to hide their mistakes. They know how to keep their hands clean.
I too want to clean my hands. Which soap should I use?
Just learn these 2 steps and earn that clean hands.
Scapegoat? Cat's paw? What's that?
Let's clarify you through a historical story. Let's take this ride through a story of a city filled with crimes. But wait, there is a warning. If you have a soft heart, then this video is not for you. You can leave it right now.
For many years, Romagna in northern Italy had no police, so the city descended to a lawlessness. In the year 1500, a powerful player, Cesare Borgia, took over the city. In order to re-establish law and order in the city, Cesare had a secret weapon, a cruel and vigorous man named Ramiro de Orco. He gave absolute powers to de Orco. With the extreme violence, de Orco established a brutal justice in Romagna, and the city ascended to a lawfulness. But de Orco sometimes went too far in his violent act, and local people started hating him. In December of 1502, Cesare thought to take action against this. He first announced that he had not approved de Orco's cruel and violent deeds. Then he imprisoned de Orco. After a week of imprisonment, people found de Orco's headless body in the middle of Piazza. The body was dressed in a fancy suit and a purple cape. His head was stuck on a pole next to him. There was also a bloody knife and an executioner's block next to the head. The ferocity of this scene left the people at once stunned and satisfied.
Cesare Borgia was a master player in the game of power. He saw the future of Romagna with amazing clarity.
Yes, with 8K resolution.
Cesare knew that only brutal justice would bring law and order in that city. But this process would take several years. During the process, at first people would welcome it, but soon it was sure to create enemies.
So he didn't do this risky task himself.
He chose a man as his scapegoat, and when enemies started rising, he ended the subject.
He appointed de Orco only to kill him? But it violated society's ethics, didn't it?
Society is using scapegoats for years long. For example, the Hebrews used to sacrifice a goat, thinking they would free themselves of their sins by transferring it to an innocent.
Oh, that's why we are using the term scapegoat.
Yes, and here comes Athenians and the Aztecs who used humans.
Ouch, so cruel. But why do people do such cruelty?
When human makes mistake, they don't see inward. They quickly try to transfer the mistake to outside objects. You could better understand this if you have faced that situation. Think, have anyone blamed you for the mistakes you haven't done?
Yes, my little brother blamed me for eating his cake, even though he had chocolate all over his face.
As like your brother did, you must be able to choose your right scapegoat.
Right scapegoat? Who?
Your friends are the best option for this.
Are you sure?
I think example of kings in past would better clear it.
How kings came in middle of friends talk.
Kings used to make his favorite person in court. He would care and raise that goat, and when he had to escape of his mistake, he would use his favorite friend. Because the public would easily believe that the scapegoat has done mistake, thinking,
why would the king sacrifice his favorite friend unless he were guilty?
Hurrah! We arrived to the second part of this video. But before we move on, I haven't defined scapegoat, but I'm sure that you are talented enough and have figured out what a scapegoat is from our discussion. So pause this video and write its definition in comment section below. Now let's move towards our second station.
Picture 2 mischievous friends, a monkey and a cat. One winter day, they were sniffing around the kitchen when they smelled something tasty. It was roasted chestnuts. Cat had paws, so he could reach into the fire and grab the chestnuts. So the monkey's mischievous mind got activated. Without a second thought, Monkey grabbed the cat's paw and snatched chestnuts from the coals. Just then, the cook surprisingly entered the kitchen. Poor Cat had his hand burnt as well as got caught, while the monkey, with a belly full of chestnuts, had his laugh.
As like that monkey, you also need a cat's paw when a risky task has to be done.
Will you define cat's paw, or should they comment it again?
Let's give them some rest. Cat's paws are the ones who do your dirty work for you, but they don't even know it. By using cat's paw, you can make spotless reputation. And along with that, you can also save your energy, time, resources, and your appearance.
What if I don't agree with you?
Doesn't matters, but I will clarify it for you.
In late 1920s, there was a never-ending tug-of-war in China between the communists and nationalists. One day, Chiang from nationalist gang attacked communist. However, mission failed, and Chiang got captured by Mao. Now Chiang was ready for some serious tough love from Mao, but surprise.
Hey! You have to be commander of our forces against those Japanese invaders.
Maybe I can deal with the Japanese first and then deal with these communists later.
After a long-term hustle, they won the war. But here's the twist. The nationalist took the brunt of the attacks. And you know what happened after this? Surely nationalists got weak, whereas Mao's force had a less effect. And during communist versus nationalist, we could have surely doubled our money if we had bet on communist side.
Here we can see Mao use Chiang as a cat's paw. And doing so, he saved his troops' energy and won a double war.
But I have no plans to go on war. Then how cat's paw is helpful for me?
Cat's paw is heavily used in today's modern world. It is also used in corporate world, named as delegation. And this is why truly powerful people seem never overburdened.
Yes, while others work their fingers to the bone, they take their leisure.
It is because they know how to find the right person to do their work, while they save their energy and keep their hands out of the fire. They fully try to keep their hands clean.
Yes, with the motto, never do the work that others can do for you.
Develop the art of finding and using cat's paw in right time, right place, and right situation. Learn from Chuko Liang. He even used his enemy as his cat's paw.
Chuko Liang of China was ordered by his commander to prove his loyalty. For the upcoming war, he had to make 100,000 arrows within 3 days. Instead of doing this impossible task, Liang released dozens of boats towards his enemy. When the enemy's troops saw the boats, fearing a trap from Willy Liang, they showered arrows towards the boat. When boats didn't stop, they doubled the arrows. Then Liang pulled back those boats, filled with more than 100,000 arrows.
Wow, such a cunning person. How could a person plan such a strategy?
The key to planning such a strategy is the ability to think far ahead, to imagine ways in which other people can be baited into doing the job for you. An essential element in making this strategy work is to disguise your goal, shrouding it in mystery, like the strange boats appearing dimly in the mist. When your rivals cannot be sure what you are after, they will react in ways that often work against them in the long run. In fact, they will become your cat's paws. At last, what are the 5 things you learned today? Feel free to share it in comment section below, as your thoughts may help others.
Okay, now I am ready to hide any mistakes of mine, thank you.
Wait, these 2 golden rules has handle with care label in it. You have to be extremely cautious while using scapegoat and cat's paw. You have to learn to stay behind the screen. People mustn't recognize you in this dirty task. If at any moment the screen is lifted and you are seen as the puppet master, the whole dynamic turns around. Your hand will be seen everywhere. Even at places where you have no involvements, you will be blamed for every misfortunes.
Is there any medicine for this?
You can try to establish an innocent reputation of yours, so that they couldn't doubt you as the puppet master. You have to be careful not to use this tactic too much. And don't forget, keeping your hands clean is an art, not a magic trick.
But what do keeping clean hand means?
It simply means saving hands from doing dirty tasks. Finally, we have a sad announcement to make.
What?
Our video is over. Until next time, stay smart, stay strategic, and stay tuned for more power-packed insights. And for staying tuned, stay subscribed.